Guess what we're doing today? Don't drink the oil. Thanks for stealing the ingredients. You are my ingredient thief. That one is coconut milk. You girls. Oh no, stop it! Guess what we're doing today? Memphis says, I know what we're doing, and I'm taking all of the treats. Oh my goodness, you guys. I feel like it has been way too long. We are making watermelon donuts. It's like the dogs forgot how to do this. We're making watermelon donuts for dogs today. It's gonna be a little bit different than some of the other watermelon things we've done, but you guys love all the watermelon treats we make, and I thought, you know what? End of summer is here. We gotta pull off one more fun watermelon treat video. So let's get to it. So this is going to be a pretty easy, basic recipe. You are going to need a donut pan. As always, I will put some Amazon affiliate links for these products down in the video description below. We're basically going to take all these ingredients and throw them in the KitchenAid mixer. Why are we licking the counter? Girls! Memphis is just like, oh my gosh, these puppies. I can't even. So, what do we need for this recipe? Like I said, you're gonna need your donut pan. You're gonna need a bowl to mix everything in. I am just gonna use my KitchenAid mixer today, and you're gonna need all these ingredients that we're gonna go over right now. So we're gonna go ahead and preheat our oven to 325. The first ingredient we will be adding to our bowl is 2 cups of gluten-free flour. Now, you can pretty much use any type of flour you want. You can use a wheat flour, you can use a white flour. I am using a 1-to-1 gluten-free flour for this because I'm looking for a whiter color. We're gonna go ahead and add that into the mixer. The next thing we are going to need for our dry ingredients is 2 teaspoons of floof powder, which in human terms is baking powder. Trust me, you do not want to lick the baking powder. We are gonna go ahead and put that into the mixer, and then we're gonna take this whisk and we're gonna whisk these dry ingredients together real quick. Kira, you're so helpful. Thank you for being so helpful. Okay, now on to the wet ingredients. Next, we will be adding 1 cup of bone broth, and if you do not know, we make our own bone broth. Some of you may have seen the video before. If not, I will put a link for it down in the video description below and up in the cards above, so you can learn how to make bone broth for your dogs. We make it all the time, specifically for Miss Memphis, but we give it to everybody. So we have 1 cup of our homemade bone broth into the bowl. You wanna lick it? Yeah. Here, Memphis. Memphis is like, oh yeah, this is the stuff. He's like, I get this stuff in my food twice a day. It's the best. Sure is, huh? Next for your wet ingredients, 2 eggs. And I already mixed them together, so I don't have to break them up. So we're just gonna plop them right in. Yeah, you wanna lick some egg. How did I know? Let's see if Memphis wants some. Come on over here. Come on over here. Maybe Memphis wants to maybe Memphis wants some. You want some, Memphis? Memphis is like, raw egg? Yeah, sure, I take that. Good for you. They're all like, oh, we all would like some of that. The next wet ingredient is 1/4 cup of unsweetened coconut milk. Now, if you do not have unsweetened coconut milk, you can just use water. Same thing with the bone broth. You could just use water for either of those. It'll pretty much work the same. And the next thing we're going to need is oil. I will be using 1 tablespoon of coconut cooking oil. You can pretty much use any type of cooking oil that is safe for doggos. I'm not letting you lick the oil, neither of you. You can lick my hand all you want, but you're not licking the oil. And then for a touch of sweetness, not that you girls need any of this sweetness, you're already sweet as can be, you can either use a tablespoon of honey or a tablespoon of maple syrup. If you guys watch us over at Snow Dogs Vlogs, you know we make our own maple syrup every year, so we will be using our own maple syrup. And I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. A couple of those, oh, I know. Now I gotta get a different spoon because I was gonna do a couple of those spoons. There you go. So I'll get a clean spoon and I'll add a couple more spoonfuls of that. About a tablespoon is what we're going for. Now you're probably sitting here wondering, I thought you said these were watermelon donuts. Well, they are watermelon donuts. Look, I even have some watermelon right here for the dogs to try. Would you like a chunk of watermelon? Would you like a chunk of watermelon? Don't tip the stuff off. There you go. Now you've all got a big chunk of watermelon. Elanors took hers down as always. And you're probably wondering, well, when does the watermelon come in? Well, the dogs are going to eat a little bit, but for the dough itself, I am going to be using just a little bit of watermelon flavoring. What I really wanted was watermelon extract, but nobody in town had it, and when I went to get it, it was going to take forever to get here. But I'll put that in the list of ingredients in case you want to use that instead. The other thing you can do is you can actually take watermelon and turn it into juice and add about 1/4 cup of that to the dough. But because I want my base dough to be green, I don't want to add too much stuff with color. Yes. Trust the process. So we're gonna add just a little drop of this flavoring. And yes, you heard that right. I want my donuts to be green. They're gonna be green donuts and they're gonna have a beautiful pinkish red frosting. So that's what we're going for. So I do need to add a little bit of food coloring to this. For that, you can use whatever you would like. Unfortunately, I am out of my all natural green food coloring. So I'm just gonna be using my standard gel food coloring for this. The nice thing is, you really don't need a lot at all. All of our ingredients are in. Now we're gonna get the dogs out of the way because we don't want any tongues in the beaters while it's moving. That's dangerous. So we're gonna go ahead and mix this together. And here we go. Man, I'm telling you, that gel food coloring goes a long way. That was 1.5 drops. That's it, that's all that's in there. What do you think? So now to make this easier, I'm actually going to put this dough into a piping bag and we're gonna pipe it into here. I'm gonna show you that in just a second. Oh, but before we do that, who wants a lick of beaters? Memphis, you want in there? I'm pretty sure all 3 of you can do this at once. Oh, look, you can. Memphis is like, that piece came over here. I'm getting it off over here. Memphis, here. There you go. Good stuff. Kira's like, I'm gonna lick out of the bowl. Kira, can't do that. So like, I sure can. Watch me. All right, let's prep all the stuff. So I have 2-size donut pans. First we're gonna fill this, and whatever's left, we're gonna fill this. We're gonna spray the pan with Baker's Joy so stuff doesn't stick. And as I was saying earlier, we're gonna take this dough and put it in a pastry bag. Thanks, hon. And that's gonna make it easier to fill these donut holes. I've tried to do it different ways before. This way is by far the easiest. So this makes this easier because we can just squirt it down into the tray. When we try to spoon it in there, everything gets real sticky. So this just makes it a little bit easier. And once we're done filling it, we tap it and then it gets the little air bubbles out. They look pretty good. So like I said, fill about 2/3 of the way. Now we're gonna pop these in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. So while the donuts are baking at 325 for about 10 to 15 minutes, this is a great time to remind you that this is a treat. This is not a meal replacement, it is just a treat. Remember, feed your dogs responsibly. Also, if you guys are new to this channel and you've never seen us before, click that subscribe button, hit that bell, turn on all notifications. We upload at least 1 video a week. We have a lot of fun over here, so if you want to see more of who we are and what we do, click that bell, turn on all notifications. And now, let's see what the donuts look like and get ready to frost them. Oh my goodness, these turned out so cute. So they're perfect. I have let them cool. They came out of the oven a little while ago. I let them cool completely. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use my favorite Nerdy Nummies candy melter, and we are gonna melt some yogurt melting discs in here so we can use that for frosting. You can also use whipped cream cheese. Eleanor says, Mom, do you need my help? You need my help, don't you? Yeah, what? No, you can't eat them yet. Look, we also have our favorite thing over here. What is this, our favorite thing? What is it? Can you tell everybody what it is? Say it's not chocolate, it's carob. We're gonna put these on top of it to look like little seeds, little watermelon seeds. Woohoo, that's a brighter color than I thought it was gonna be. So to this, which is gonna be the frosting, you can add a drop of this, but you gotta work really fast because it's gonna seize really fast. So I'm gonna add a drop of this and then work really fast with it. This has water in it, and that's why if you add it to any type of melted yogurt discs or anything like that, it will seize. Okay, so now I gotta kind of work fast. We're gonna take this, dip it in here, and you don't have to go far, kind of shake it off. Look, now you've got your frosting. But like I said, we gotta work fast. Oh, these are gonna be so cute. So before this gets solid again, we're just taking the carob chips and kind of arranging them on the chop. And now they look like little watermelon donuts. I'm gonna keep on going. And with some dipping and some, say it with me now, carob, not chocolate, carob chips on the top. These look like watermelon donuts to me. What do you think, ma'am? She's like, I think I'm ready to eat all of them. I know, you've been a great help up here. You really have. Since you're the only one helping, have a carob chip. Yeah? She's like, I don't know what I think about that. Oh, weird. It was almost like you heard food. Carob chip? Good stuff? She's like, no, give me a donut. Kira says, don't leave me out. Carob chip? Good stuff. So now I'm gonna set these aside, let them finish setting, and then the dogs get to try them. Can you tell by the look on her face there's only one thing left to do? Oh my goodness. Memphis says, I'm not waiting. One bite? Oh, couple bites. It's a couple bite donut for you. You chewed it a little bit. She's like, yeah, now I gotta get all the frosting, and I would take 12 more, please. Was it good? Did it taste like watermelon? It smells like watermelon in here, so I'm pretty sure it tasted like watermelon. All right, who's next? You ready to try it? She's like, just give me the donut. Here you go. What are you? You can't take it off the plate to eat it. That's an Elanor thing. Oh man, you dropped it. Is it squishy? It's like, whoa, it's a squishy donut. Is it good? Oh, I think Kira says it's a win. At least you chew it. Oh, you saved all the carob chips for last? There's, right here. Is it a win? I think Kira liked it. Let's see how good you are. Ready? Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. She's like, oh my goodness, but I can't, Mom, I can't. Take it. She's like, I'll take it. Are you gonna eat it on, yeah, I figured. She's like, I'm not gonna eat it on the plate though. I'm gonna come over here and eat it. Oh, what do you think of that? She's like, Elanor is very much a texture dog. And when things are a weird texture, she has to like really check them out. Yeah? She's like, it's kind of chewy. Yeah, gluten-free flour sometimes is a little more chewy, but at least you chew. She's like, oh, there, I got a chunk off. You are making the biggest mess. It's a good thing that these rugs go in the washing machine. Yeah? And I only put these rugs on top of this table so they don't slide when they stand on the table. Is it good? She's like, yeah, I'm just taking my time. Don't mind me, guys. It'd take me forever to eat this, but maybe I'll look up here and see if there's more. Oh, it's the frosting you don't like? She's like, I don't know how I feel about this frosting stuff, but the donut I approve of. Well, I think it's safe to say that was a win. If you guys would like to see more of our treat videos, there will be some links at the end of this video here and down in the video description below. Also, if you have suggestions on what you want to see us make in the next treat videos, please leave them down in the comments below. We love your suggestions. Sometimes we get really good ideas from you guys. What do you girls think? Good stuff? Good stuff. All right, you guys. We hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay positive, dream big, and we will see you again soon. Goodbye, audience. And in case you're wondering, I totally have a donut in my hand so that they will stare at the camera for you guys. That's pretty good. Good job, girls. Good job.